Way to grab that, MP! Ball! Ball, 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 ball! Hey, ball! Help him! Mismatch! Yo, watch him! Way to snatch it, MP!
Yeah, this come up, it been really major. My team eating like we sitting at the dinner table. I done got a couple calls from a couple labels. Now it's all eyes on me like they was watching cable. I had to come up, I really couldn't stay down. Still 10 toes with my boys from the playground. I see these haters, they really want me way down. If they not talking bread, please get up out my way now. Look, I never changed, I only had to move different. I'm like a title contender, moves made with precision. I went from losing to winning, I wanted all no percentage. I'm never fake, no pretending. You want to, you can get it. Hold up, my wordplay is on a different level. I'm getting hot, popping off, guess I'm in the kettle. A rock star, so you know I fast like, leave my foot up on the gas pedal. A young Don, I'm feeling like I'm Nino. Got the money and the power, no casino. I'm running up the bands and I'm only seeing C-notes. I'm a star.
We're here at 2K23 House of Great. NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time.
We bring you tonight into
Thank you, Kevin.
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. So here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Wiseman's out there with Kuminga. Then it's Harden. Then it's Curry. And it's back in at the small forward position. And for Portland, Moody is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Johnson. And it's Farrell in at the 5. Here's Pat. Well, it's certainly our treat to bring you, the fans, NBA action here on Halloween. And Greg, as a parent, how many people have in one night?
Oh, they came back loaded down, and you can't let them eat it all. Maybe 5 pieces or so. And then, you know, hope they forget about it or just try to stagger it and get to Christmas.
Johnson up top. He's covered by Wiseman. The Warriors pull it in. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
Lillard dishes to Johnson. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
Here's Pack. And Moody pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Driving inside. And that one, good. 6 points for Big D. Caddy.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
And if you need help spacing the floor, Moody's your guy. He's a nightmare to defend.
An elite three-point shooter, you have to go out and guard him. But if you close out too hard, he can put the ball on the floor and take advantage of the driving lane. So pick your poison.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Pack. Over Moody. Dropped in from the right block. The finish from Pack. Pack's got his third bucket of the night. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry against Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Better respect the interior game a little. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Johnson, the pass to Farrell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Just 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Johnson for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Pat. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
Yeah, it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Johnson right side. Here's Farrell. He's covered by Wiseman.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Inside.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Lillard the pass to Farrell. Back to Lillard. Count it, good. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Pat. He's got 12. And, yes, it's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You can't leave empty points at the line. Those are gimmies. No excuses.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Farrell. Josh Hart comes in for Moody. Russell Westbrook in for Johnson. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Andrew Wiggins comes in for James Harden. And Poole sub in for Stephen Curry. The shot's good from Pat.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 7. Dish now to Dedmon. Here's Hart. Misses the 3. The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Here's Simons. This game he had 10 points. And Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Dedmon's shot is off. Warriors leading by 11. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Hack. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Westbrook against Wiggins. Now here's Hart. Guarded closely. He kicks to Dedmon. There's the pass to Simons. To halt the run. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Now with the talent around him, Damian Lillard able to play off the ball.
Getting the ball later in possessions when...
Ends up going with the new group. Harden against Cousins. Driving in. Top of the key, Farrell. 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Johnson wide open. He fires. Portland again missing. Warriors leading by 9. Rudy is out there with Johnson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Farrell in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Lakers was phenomenal. He dropped in 38 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. And I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Doesn't go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Yeah, and he's an effective shooter from the in-between area. Lillard knows he can take this shot whenever he wants.
There's the drive. Oh.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
High post Cousins. And that one. Clearly a foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard against Curry. Here is Lillard. Curry with some nice D. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got James Wiseman. Pack is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Harden, and it's Curry in at the point guard. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Here's Farrell. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first four here in the third.
Pass to Curry. Here's Pat. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Lillard against Curry. Picks it out to Johnson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Johnson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Here's Curry. He sinks the 11-footer. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Oh, that's a nifty move inside the arc. I mean, Curry's not just a three-point shooter. He can do anything facing up.
Johnson dishes to Lillard. Johnson surveying the floor. And the basket is good. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Into the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Starting with the 2021 season, the G League welcomed the Ignite team. Few top prospects to join it. Skip college. Chris, how do you like that?
You know, I think it's great. I mean, getting 17, 18-year-olds into pro ball, when you really know that's where they want to end up. The grueling schedule is a huge adjustment. The physical aspect, eating right, working out, time management, I think it's a great step to help you prepare for this tough league.
And it's Pack missing.
Might take him a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Hard finds Westbrook. Here's Simons. Westbrook with it. Here's Dedmon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This. The Warriors trail. Josh Hart out there with Farrell. Then there's Moody. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Johnson in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Here's Pack. Just 5 on the clock. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Pack's got 30 points.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Lillard's gotten 6 of his 10 shots to go in for him, so 60% shooting on the night. Here's Pat. Takes it from 10. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Pack's got 32 points.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Moody the pass to Lillard. The trade. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's Pack. It's rebounded by Farrell. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up to the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 1-point game. And it's the Warriors on the break. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Pack. And there's the drive. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And one step. Step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And Ben Gregg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And it's Portland with the rebound. Moody's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 10-footer. And he connects with the jumper. Warriors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. They'll go to the free throw line.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair in a close. Game. The important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Johnson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. That's a 2 from Lillard. That one wide left.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And he dropped. Whoa! What a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the... Now.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Johnson.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Takes it inside, and it's Pack missing. Trailblazers shooting for the game at 42%. Johnson finds Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Here's Pack. He's guarded by Johnson. Wiseman dishes to Curry. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that is a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, well, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, you know, Greg, that just happens. And they're bringing you up close and personal in the AT&T 5G Sling Cam. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end and adjusting to every defense stay dramatic.
Harden the pass to Bam. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Lillard against Curry. Johnson outside. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. And good. That thing was that time as it falls. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Daddy.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. Lillard attacking. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
The outstanding quickness of Lillard. He keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul when he tries.
No free throws good from Lillard.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. No, he's not going to miss.
Here's Pack. It's in!
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And so here's Portland. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Moody. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work. And it's going to come down to a three-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Lillard. Johnson outside. The pass to Moody to tie it up. Bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Here's Peck. No good. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime from Portland. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. For Portland. Hard, he's checked in for Moody. Russell Westbrook comes in for Johnson. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Warriors also with a sub. Max checked in, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Curry. Kuminga out there with Pat. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject